So today we're doing Chatfish versus Memberfish. The members have already submitted rules. I had them do so in a members only chat. I'm not late. I just have the timer still going. Okay, so yeah, Memberfish is already prepared. It has 5 rules. And so what we're gonna be doing is grabbing 5 rules from the non-members as well. Once we start, you guys will have 45 minutes to come up with rules. We'll be scoring them 1 to 5, just like we did, I think, for the last Chatfish mini. So I have fixed the bot so that now it will just never repeat a position. That's, I think, the easiest way to go about it. I probably could have just made the evaluation a draw so that it would repeat if it was losing, but this way is simpler. So yeah, I'll reveal the rules that the members came up with after we get the 5 rules from the non-members. So for the members, the next 45 minutes might be a little bit boring for you because you will not be allowed to submit rules. I'll be picking a random person and then you will rate the rule 1 to 5. And then at the end of the 45 minutes, the top 5 rules will be coded in to Chatfish Mini 2, and we'll put it up against Memberfish. One last thing, I prepared an Excel spreadsheet, so I don't have to spend a ton of time calculating the average score every single time. I'll just be able to punch it in. Okay, now we're good. So I'm going to do our first roll and start the timer. +1 for every row a pawn is away from the starting square. I think that's a bit extreme. Poll hopefully should be up, not showing up on stream. There it is, below everything, of course, naturally. There we go. So type !vote and then 1 through 5 to rate the suggestion. Okay, we got a lot of windows on screen. This is a bit hectic. Let me open this back up because there were some technical difficulties and we only have 8 votes. Oh no, I forgot members can vote as well. Oh no, I did not think about that. I guess that, yeah, there is kind of an advantage there. I did not think about that. I cannot ban all members. Okay, the non-members might have to metagame this with their votes. Yeah, I don't have any way of going around that. Okay, let's end the poll there. Okay, average score of 2.69. All right, let's keep this going. Dupkey, I could time you out. That's kind of boring. Okay, fine. 30-minute timeout every member that I see in chat. Oops, I accidentally banned somebody. Undo that. Each member technically kind of gets 1 vote. We'll say that. I'll untime out everybody. Sorry, I probably should be pausing the timer right now. I'll do some extra time. So if I see a member vote, you'll get a 30-minute timeout. So you technically get 1. Plus 0.3 if the knight is in the middle 6 by 6. All right, poll is up. Again, !vote 1 through 5. Members do not vote. Also, hold on, 6 by... Oh, so literally anywhere but the very edge. I see. That's fair. All right, poll's closed. We had no ones. An average score of 3.93 plus 1.5 for each of your pawns in the center. Does this mean like the center 4? Or... Okay, yeah. So the center 2 by 2. Got it. All right, poll's up. All right, that gives us a 2.5 average. Plus 1.5 if rooks or bishops. So if there's a battery, that should be easy enough to do. All right, let me get the poll up. Go ahead and get your votes in. Yeah, these point values are a bit extreme. You usually want them to be quite low. Okay, that is an average score of 2.875. Let's keep it moving. You guys better hustle up with this. We're not gonna have very many rules. Yeah, the most active people got the gifted memberships, so I feel like the non-members are at a big disadvantage, not having the same cohesion. +1 for every pawn that's defended by a pawn or a minor piece. Again, these point values are a bit extreme. I'll try to help you guys out here. Go ahead and get your votes in. So there was a banned rule that multiplied material value for pufferfish. That is completely allowed here. So if somebody wants to like 10x material value, you can do that. All right, this one's looking like a lower score for sure. It is a 2.125 average. So probably not gonna make it. Oh yeah, I didn't set stakes, Toast. You're right about that. See, it's kind of hard to do stakes because if I gift memberships, I'm just making somebody switch teams. +5 for having bishops on B2 and G2. So is that, I'm assuming that's double Fee and Keto. And I'll probably have to reverse that for black if it gets picked. Very specific and very extreme, but the poll is up. All right, by far the most ones that I've seen, making this a 1.65 average score. Yeah, try to lower your point values. I'm also highly suggesting that you increase overall material value to counteract this, but it's up to you guys. Have you guys not watched the other Chatfish videos? I highly recommend it if you want to know how to make a good Chatfish rule, because Blacko's rule is a big problem. Because if you get points for being able to do something, it won't actually do it, because once you do it, you'll no longer be able to do it, if that makes sense. Okay, we can do it like that if you really want. So let's change this to the exact same thing, but 0.4. And we won't allow both of these to be in, but I'll just do a completely separate poll for it. So it's the same rule, but lower point value, which is probably better. So go ahead and get your votes in. Don't worry about voting high for it. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do 1.4 if both of them are in the top 5. Okay, it's a 3.8 0.2. That does beat out the other pawn rule. I'll do an extra, let's go to 55 minutes because there were some technical difficulties. So let's do blockos real quick. He did a very creative plus 69 for a free queen. So I'm assuming if a queen's hanging. So there's a problem with this, the same as the promotion thing. It will never actually take the queen. So the way that you would want to do this is you'd want to add, so instead of saying 69 points for a free queen, you'd want to add 69 material value to the queen so that you get those points once you capture the queen. But the way it's written, it'll get points just for attacking an undefended queen, and then it will lose those points if it ever captures it. Somehow, this is quite high. Thankfully, just outside of the top 5 currently. Actually, wait, no, it's in the top 5 because this one goes away. Okay, you guys gotta come up with some better rules. Here, let me just get rid of the +1 so that there's no confusion. +10 to the queen value, very reasonable. So this will offset some of the other rules, which is probably a good thing. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. This one's quite highly rated. Wow, top spot 4.11. You can't quite see the top rule, but these are the top 5 so far. Wait a minute, Blow. Blow, no. He just wants to blow everything up quite literally, including my computer. He wants to divide by 0. Okay, let's just go ahead and re-roll. Clever, clever. Minus 1.5 for each passed pawn unprotected. That's very interesting. So it won't incentivize you to get a passed pawn, but once you do, it'll make you defend it. I'm interested to see how that does. Okay, average score of 3.3 puts it in the top 5, I believe. Just barely. Keep it moving. Plus 0.15 if a pawn attacks one of the central 4 squares. A nice low point value. I don't know if, at this point, I think it might be too far gone with other point values. Actually, honestly, the only high point value that's in the top 5 is the battery rule. And the undefended passed pawn, it is a high value, but it's a negative value, so it's probably not a huge deal. I only got 11 votes. Wow, you guys are not voting. Gives it a score of 3.7, so that knocks out the battery rule. And we have time for a couple more, I think. Plus 0.1 for each pawn defended by another pawn. Sure, pulls up. Okay, this one's looking good. 3.68-ish. We'll do one more after this, so you'll probably get a little bit more extra time. You definitely will, as a matter of fact. Okay, I'm gonna see how close I can get to stopping the timer at exactly 55 as a mini game. Oh, so close. Okay, so plus 0.5 if the king is on the left side of the rook on the first rank. So this is like a fancy way of saying if castled. I mean, there are situations where it would sort of false castle, but that's not a huge deal. You'll need at least a 3.3126 average. Looking like that's not going to happen based on the current votes, but anything's possible. Okay, so the thing is, it wouldn't want to move the rook after you castle, because you'll lose the points for... It wouldn't want to move it off the first rank, rather. It doesn't matter, it didn't get there anyways. But yeah, maybe that has to be more thought out. I know I think I came up with that during one of the last Chatfishes, but that might not actually work. Plus 0.5 for each minor piece, and plus 0.3 for each rook defending the queen. Pulls up. Again, this is your last rule that you can vote on, and these are the current top 5, the ones in green. This one has quite low votes, so it's looking like your top 5 are locked in, unless something happens like super quickly. All right, yeah, not quite gonna make it. Very much not quite. 2.4. Let's do it one last sort. Of course, the top 5 didn't change, but here's the rest if you're interested in that. Okay, so your rules are plus 10 value to the queen, so you're much less likely to blunder your queen, plus 0.3 for having a knight in the middle. This will encourage development and keep your knights from being on the rim. Definitely not bad. Plus 0.15 if a pawn attacks one of the 4 central squares, plus 0.1 for each pawn defended by another pawn, and minus 1.5 for each passed pawn unprotected. This one I'm really interested to see how that does, because it won't make the bot try to get passed pawns necessarily, but once it gets them, it will protect them. And also the fact that it's minus 1.5 means that it won't stop it from promoting. Oh, you guys also don't have a promotion rule. It's a little bit unfortunate, but the plus 10 queen value will make you more likely to promote, so that's good. It's gonna be a depth of 3. And now let's reveal the rules that I selected for Memberfish. This is based on the highest rated rules in the members only Discord and members only community post. So a lot of these are toasts. I think these 3 are. I kind of forgot. This one might be game players, and this one is Exceli. No, Agricola, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, and then this one is game players. Okay, so it's if there are less than or equal to 7 total pieces, plus 0.3 for each square the king is advanced, so each rank it is up the board, and plus 0.08 for each pawn within 2 squares of the king. And then directly opposite this, if you have greater than 7 pieces, plus 0.2 for each pawn that is within 2 ranks in 1 file of the king, and further advancing the king. There was an extra part to this toast, I know, but I took it out for simplicity. Plus 0.1 for each square a pawn is advanced, and plus 0.1 for any non-king piece on the 8th rank. This was to get around the fact that you would lose extra points for actually promoting. It makes it so you still gain the 0.1. Though to be fair, maybe it should have been, I don't know. It's an interesting solution. It might not be perfect. Plus 0.05 for each square that a piece can move to, so having more board control is better. And then if the opponent only has a king and pawns, minus 0.1 for each square our opponent's king is from the opponent's king. So total distance between the two kings. It'll encourage you to have the kings closer together. I think this is actually going to be a close race, though. I know people are saying that Chatfish is cooked, but I think the top 5 rules are actually not too bad. So on we go into the coding portion. All right, just a full minute late, not too bad. Let's do a quick, let me quickly show you guys an example of why you don't copy and paste code. I don't know how I remembered this while I was in the shower. This code would not run because it keeps adding to the rank here while it's greater than or equal to 0. So it would just keep going until it hits rank equals 8, which doesn't exist, and then it would crash. So we have to go minus minus. And now it should work. All right. So we need some openings that we use for this. How many? Did you guys decide on stakes? Yeah, so if we just did the same like starting position every single time, it would basically be deterministic. So we do different openings so that it shuffles things up a bit. Ooh, Halloween Gambit, that's topical. We'll definitely have to do that. So we'll do a few different openings. Okay, fine. But once I start streaming regularly again, we'll do a full month of, if Memberfish wins, we'll do a full month of 10 times luck. And then if the non-members win, we'll do a full month of equal luck. And those will be the stakes. So if you guys, yeah, so if the members win, I'm probably not going to be playing against any non-members during my regular streams for a whole month. Okay, so we need to decide on some openings that we're going to use. So the starting position will be 1. Let's do, oh, I don't know. Let's do 5 openings. So yeah, the starting position, we'll do the Halloween Gambit, of course. What are some more interesting openings? They don't have to be good openings because the bots don't really know opening theory. They don't at all, I should say. The Giuoco Piano, sure. Okay, yeah, double Bongcloud. Let's do the Tennison Gambit, sure. So these are the 5 openings we're gonna do, and we'll do 2 games of each. So the 2 bots can tie in a given position. Each position will be its own 2-game match. So we will probably be playing 10 games, but not all games are created equal. So if you win 2-0, that is the exact same thing for the match score as winning 1.5 to 0.5. The winner of the 2-game match will get a point, and the first person to 3 points will win. Hopefully that makes sense. So it's going to be the standard starting position. This will be the first chance to see whose bot is better, but things may change in the other openings. So let's get right into this. Memberfish is the white pieces for the first game. Maybe I have to delay this a bit more. Wow. So Chatfish Mini is really bullying. Wow. Instant queen loss. I don't know how Memberfish let that happen, but +4 currently for Chatfish Mini. Losing a knight. Chatfish Mini does not like to give up the queen at all, with the extra 10 points of material, but things are slowly turning around. Material eval is slightly, okay, well, it was getting closer, and now the king's just slowly moving up the board, and that's checkmate. Wow, the king kind of went up the board a lot faster than I thought it would. Very strange. It ended only +1 material, so Memberfish was slowly clawing back in the material department. I don't know what that was from Memberfish. Epislinky, you're right to be confused. Let's, change the delay to a full, let's go up to 900. That's what we did in the Lemonfish one. And of course, switch. So now Memberfish is in a must-win situation for this first point. No, Epislinky, I didn't. I believe so, Toast. I'll have to look at it. I think the king just kind of got bullied around. Whoa, Memberfish throws away a bishop for a check. Okay, and another queen blunder. I don't know what's going on with Memberfish. It's just throwing away its queen very consistently. Oh, get trapped. Okay, that's fair. So maybe it's just way too aggressive with the queen? Because there is the, you get more points for having more squares under attack. So it probably gets the queen out way too early. And again, there will no longer be repetition, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, Chatfish Mini wins more material. This is looking not so good. Hold on. Slowly, I mean, it's getting some extra space, I guess, but that's kind of it, yeah. So I think the problem with that is that it likes having pawns around the king, always, And since it also likes pushing pawns, I think that's what naturally ends up happening, is that the pawns push and then the king pushes. Okay, so this is going to be checkmate very soon. There it is. Okay. I have a feeling that this match is not going to go so well for the members. But that was just the first position. We may only have 2 more. Yeah, member fish might have drank a bit too much. You might be right about that. All right. Very unfortunate situation for the members. You might be a little bit cooked. So we're going to move on now to the Halloween Gambit. Very on theme. It's currently the day after Halloween, while we're recording at least. Okay, so this is the Halloween Gambit now. We have, oh, let's switch this. It's member fish with white pieces. Already lose, what? It just hates the queen. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so it's only +4. Nope, you guys are going to have to suffer. You're not released. Okay, queen comes off the board at least. Wait a minute. Barely an advantage for memberfish. We might get into the 7-piece territory, which changes how memberfish acts completely, and that might be better for it. I don't know. It gets a queen. Yeah, memberfish. Let's see if it gets rid of its queen. This is your guys' game to lose. So I think the rule with more than 7 pieces is significantly worse than the endgame rule. It's not going to stalemate, by the way. It also will not repeat anymore. It'll never repeat a position, by the way. Not just that it will stop repeating 3 times. So it's just inevitable. There it is. Oh wow, that's checkmate. It's fancy. Memberfish takes its first game. All Memberfish has to do is get to the end game, and I think it's a significantly better bot. So we'll see if it can do that in this next game. It'll have the black pieces. Already bringing the queen out again. Let's flip the board. My apologies. So now it's the non-members with the white pieces. Memberfish up a point of material. Queen, whoa, giving up a bishop. Winning a pawn, sure. +2 for memberfish. Perhaps it just does not thrive at all in the starting position. Maybe this match isn't nearly as simple as it seemed. Oh, another bishop blunder, it looks like, yeah. So now it's the non-members +2. Fancy attack. This is getting really dicey. Memberfish is like winning some pawns in some weird ways. Oh, it's a check. That's so weird. Why did you do that? It's not going to repeat unless it's forced to. Wait, will it? No. Wins a bishop, though. I think did it have forced repetition there? It wouldn't have actually done it. Oh, no. We have a crash. Oh, no. Am I still alive? Yes, I'm still alive, but Chatfish broke. Okay, we have a position. Let me get an emergency repair going on here. Something weird happened. It was not a full crash. We will be able to continue this. I don't think I have to restart my computer. So I have a screenshot. We'll keep going from the last position. Oh, it's still even the window is completely frozen on stream as well. Yes, sorry about that. That's weird. Usually if I build it out, it doesn't crash like that. And there's no reason there would be an infinite loop. So I think it was just like a random crash. So the queen had just given itself up, which is kind of unfortunate for the non-members, if I'm not mistaken, right? That's not a tactic, I'm assuming. Sorry, I just have to rebuild the position. I'm doing so on chess.com right now. A bit unfortunate. All right, we have the position. It's going to be black to move. Or wait, was it just... Yeah, the queen was just moving... Wait, hold on. Which way was the queen moving? I need to go back and figure that out. Oh, the queen was moving to safety when it crashed, I think. Or was it? Hold on. My stream is bugging out. Yes. Okay, so the queen moved to D7. I got a slightly... It crashed on my end slightly after it crashed on your guys' end. So this is the position we have if Firefox wants to open. Or my entire... Hold on. Oh, my entire preview broke on OBS too. That's not good. Well, that's fine. If it's still working on the stream, which is weird. It's black to move. The queen had just moved to the side. All right, so it's gonna be Chatfish with the white pieces. You grab this position and we'll continue. It's really weird. Yeah, my OBS preview is 100% broken, but it's still, I can still see it on the actual stream. It's just delayed. All right, see ya, toast. Okay, we're continuing from where we left off. Whoa, oh, it's flipped, right? Memberfish is extending the lead, and that's checkmate. That was a whole lot of stress for nothing. Okay, Memberfish takes a point. Now we go into the next opening, which is the Tennison Gambit. Maybe Memberfish is better at these gambits. It's interesting to see for sure. Again, I'll give Memberfish the white pieces to start. And the non-member is already up a full night. I guess the gambit didn't really work out. Ooh, very strange decision. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Memberfish is really struggling here. Ooh, oh. Wow, what a crazy tactic there. 0 development, practically, but doesn't matter. That's insane. I don't know how that happened. It's a depth of 3, Con. So it's a move and a half. So yeah, these blunders are a bit strange. Oh, wait. Okay. I mean, it's still definitely not gonna be good. But, I mean, Memberfish clawed back a little bit. And surely... Okay, well, I guess it's not finding the ladder mate. And promotion, maybe? It's not gonna actually happen, but it's trying. Okay, Excelli. Yeah. I bet the stream will be over by then. So you have that at least. Although, Arun, this is taking a while. Again, they're not gonna repeat, so it is a matter of time. But it's going to be a very long matter of time. It could end up being 50 move rule. That is a thing. Why aren't you taking the pawn? That's very strange. Yeah, this could easily be 50 move rule. I don't think the bot knows about 50 move rule. Are you going to take the pawn? Or no? Or move your own? Or something? We've broken the bots. I'll just let this run its course. I do have 50 move rule coded in general, right? There it is. Okay. Yikes. Very strange quirk. But yeah, it didn't want to capture it. Oh. I know what happened. It wanted to have a defended passed pawn, and it didn't want to capture because once it captures, this is no longer an undefended passed pawn. Yeah. Very interesting. And those points were higher value because it never found a mate in 2, which is what it would have to find. So yeah. All right. Game 2 in this opening. It is Memberfish's turn to play black, and it's already up a full piece. And these bots probably don't have too much of a grasp of how to play gambits. So I'm assuming like every gambit's going to be accepted and then not played properly. So that's something to keep in mind. Wow. Okay. By a score of 1.5 to 0.5, Memberfish takes their second point, and they're on match point after a horrible showing in the starting position. So yeah, I don't know how it managed to work its way back, but we'll see what happens in the Giuoco Piano. I mean, it's not a gambit, so maybe this will start being bad for Memberfish again, but we will see. Again, it's Memberfish with white first. Uh-oh. Okay, material sort of equalizes. Not anymore. Still down a full 3 points. Down the exchange and a pawn. Slowly clawing back. Again, I've noticed that Memberfish is a lot better at grabbing pawns. What is that move? What is any of this? Holy. This doesn't look like Memberfish will win this game. There's a slight chance at another 50 move rule, I suppose. Yeah, it avoids threefold, but not 50 move rule. Yeah, again, just a matter of time. And hold on. It wasn't that. No, it wasn't mate in 1. No pawns left. Okay, so it probably won't fall into another 50 move rule, if I had to guess. Oh, come on, there's got to be checkmate so soon. Apparently it hasn't found a mate in 1 yet. What is that move? So confusing. Oh, it likes having pawns defend other pawns, so it's not going to move those, unfortunately. It might be another 50 move rule because it doesn't want to give up on defending these pawns. It has to find a mate in 1, and I don't think Memberfish will ever play something unless... Like, I don't think it'll go into a mate in 1. It'll avoid that at all costs. So yeah, that might be a big misstep here. Correct upkeep, but you only get 0.1 at a time for pushing pawns. Oh, it does push a pawn though, actually. The fact that these are not defended helps. But the points for having a pawn defended on another pawn is higher than the value of pushing just once. It did reset the clock though, so they might be here a while. It'll have to stumble its way into something, which I don't think it's gonna do. Hold on. Push a pawn again. Okay. It promotes. Okay. Big reset here. Surely it'll find something. Check. Not check. Come on. Okay. There we go. Good job, guys. Good job. Okay. Chatfish back on the board. Right into the next game. Now it's the non-members with the white pieces. Black in a must-win situation for this set. Not looking so great for memberfish. Ooh, what's that, though? That's a doubled passed pawn, sort of. Free bishop? No? Okay. Maybe I'm dumb. That's a free rook, though. I am losing faith in memberfish here. We're going to go to the final opening, potentially, unless something crazy happens. Doesn't look like it will, though. Memberfish is finding all the checks, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, this is a trade. Never mind. Okay, there it is. Okay, 2-2. And we go on to the double Bongcloud, which is not a gambit, so I don't know how I'm feeling about the members' chances, but it does go down to the wire. Okay, the final opening to decide the match and to end the stream. We have the double Bongcloud. The best, most logical opening. Very symmetrical. That's odd. Neither player has castling rights. Not that they would castle anyways. Memberfish up material. That's a good sign for the members. There's a small chance we'll have to go to a tiebreaker. If I could see a world where both players win with white. Okay, chance to get the knight in. It does go right for that. Wow, what a fork. Wait, oh, it's getting a little bit greedy. Wait, no. What are you doing? Memberfish, you had... Oh, that was almost so good. What was... Oh, what a choke. Wait. Oh, it's not quite gonna work. Oh, no. Still up a ton of pawns, and it's gonna want to... Wait, how many pieces are left? 8 pieces left, unfortunately. So it's not quite the endgame rules yet. Now it is. Not that it really matters too much, because it's already kind of over. There it is. What a beautiful checkmate for memberfish. Okay. Now, Chatfish Mini in a must-win situation with the white pieces. Does already win a bit of material. Well, I guess it's even. Never mind. Now it's not even, though. Memberfish getting really greedy with the queen. This is, yep, there it is. Loses the queen. And it starts throwing material away all willy-nilly. It's just giving up. It's throwing a tantrum. I don't know what that is about its code that makes it do that. But don't count it out yet. A 50-move rule draw would result in a series win for memberfish. Oh, that's looking bad. That's looking really bad. That's looking really bad. Oh my, it's so stuck. It is so stuck. Not anymore. The craziest king walk I think I've ever seen. Okay, it finds it. That makes a series 2.5 to 2.5, and we need another opening. What's a fun opening? Ooh, a Traxler. Okay, what's the Traxler? Maybe I'm rigging it by doing a gambit. We'll try the Traxler. So unfortunately, we don't get to end with the double Bongcloud because of the tie, but we get to be here for a little bit longer. Okay, you guys ready? It is showing, right? Again, I don't have my OBS preview. Okay, I think we're good. All right, let's go for it. So this is a very sharp opening. So I am assuming that things are gonna go very wrong in every possible direction. What is that move for memberfish? +2 though, when all is said and done. Was there any theory behind that? Was that like actually theory? 'Cause that's kind of funny. Very odd. Okay, so memberfish is up 3 points of material. Very odd move. Oh yeah, it does like have non-kings on the 8th rank, which is kind of funny. Gets a promotion to a rook? What? I thought it was just gonna get taken. So I think it was like a 50-50. But Chatfish Mate doesn't take it. Just BMing, I guess. There's checkmate. Wow. Memberfish with the first win. Now it is the non-members in a must-win situation in the tiebreaker. It's playing like the exact same opening. I think that's probably just the raw material value probably gets it to do that, if I had to guess. Whoa. Okay. Deadly attack forces the black king out with a fork too. This king's already on the white half of the board, and Chatfish Mini is absolutely destroying. I think we need another opening. But again, a draw is a win for the members, so keep that in mind. Okay, the kings are almost touching. This is ridiculous. Ooh. Oh, potentially loses the rook unless there's a checkmate. Oh, whoa. It ends up being a trade. It probably didn't have to be. This is so ridiculous. The black king's on A1. It's so crazy. What? Oh boy. Will it find the checkmate though? I mean, probably, right? Maybe not. It's now defending. It's not a passed pawn, though. I imagine the king's going to try to take this one. So this is now a passed pawn. It's going to be a long one. Again, the 50 move rule counter, it's about to reset again. So that's not a big deal. Now it has a passed pawn. Okay, surely this is going to be a win very soon. I think it will go for promotion. Maybe? Why not? Okay. I should just stop talking. Will it eventually find a mate? That's the question. It doesn't want to stop defending this pawn. It'll have to randomly find mate in 1, which actually... Oh, if the rook just wasn't where it is... Oh? I mean, no. Yes, it found it. Okay, finally. It finally found a mate in 1. Okay, we need another opening. 3-3. Okay, and need another fun opening. Are there any? Have we used all the fun openings? The flick knife attack? What? That sounds interesting. Never heard of that. Very rare, very sharp opening. Okay, never heard of that, but I like the name of it. So it's this opening? Very interesting. Let's go for it. That name really stood out to me. That's the only reason I picked it, I'm being completely honest. So the flick knife attack. Hopefully we'll have something decisive soon as we go on to the 7th opening. The members with the white pieces first. Already up a pawn. Up 2 pawns. And a full piece. What was that from Chatfish? Okay. Chatfish Mini is giving up a little bit. We usually see this go the other way around, where it's Memberfish giving up and just throwing all the material away, but this time it's Chatfish. Very strange. And a queen blunder, I suppose? Makes it so that Memberfish is only up 10 material. Okay. Surely this will end very soon. Not finding the mate in a couple, but surely it will soon. Having a strong pawn promotion rule really helps these endgames, like avoiding the 50 move rule, which is nice. There we go. Is that even... Oh yeah, okay. All right. Once again, Chatfish must win here. Maybe we should go for a more balanced position so that we don't have these back and forths. Memberfish doing a lot better in the material department. Not anymore. Wait, both players give up their queens, I suppose, but what? What is even happening? Just take the queen? Okay. What? What has happened? What is continuing to happen? Okay, well, well-deserved loss from Chatfish here. Again, doesn't want to take this undefended passed pawn, which is kind of hilarious. Free rook. Hold on. Free knight. What is happening here? Reversal. It's the rook versus... It's almost the rook versus 5 pawns. Yeah, this is somehow slowly turning into Chatfish's favor. I don't know how. It might be a 50 move rule situation though, just because of how low the material is. It doesn't want to take either of these pawns, but except when it has to. Okay, now it's up to Chatfish to actually promote. I don't trust it. Wait, it's pushing? It doesn't want to have this thing not be defended, but once it gets up, I think it will promote if the pawn eventually moves up. So I think it's choosing random moves as long as the king stays defending the pawn. So what has to happen is the king has to get here or here, and then it has to randomly pick the pawn move. There it is, okay. And it promotes, okay. Now it has to find the checkmate. It has 50 moves to do it. Okay, the king likes being in the back rank because of an endgame rule that Memberfish has. I don't know if the king is gonna be able to come in for the checkmate. This might be the saddest way that you could lose a series. I think it's picking completely random moves. So it'll have to like stitch enough moves together to get the king to the other side of the board and find a mate in 1. Because there aren't any rules that incentivize having the kings close together. I know Memberfish has one of those when it's ahead. But yeah, this is sad. Wait, but the king is moving in now. Several moves in a row. I don't think it's gonna matter. It's gonna take so long. There it is. Sorry, non-members, but the members will have 10 times extra luck for the next month in the saddest, longest way possible.